So if you've been watching my channel for a long time, then you know the Harry Potter franchise is my favorite franchise of all time. It's my favorite world, no doubt. Put me in this world over the Avengers, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, over all of them. I want to be in this world. I love Harry Potter, all 8 of those movies. Fantastic Beasts have been very much misses, and tonight I was going in very hopeful. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore stars Eddie Redmayne, Mads Mikkelsen, and Jude Law, and is about Albus Dumbledore assigns Newt and his allies with a mission related to the rising power of Grindelwald. Yes, I am a very big fan of the Harry Potter franchise. Those 8 movies are very beloved to me as a child, and growing up, I love those movies and those books. And with Fantastic Beasts only being 1 book, and I remember them announcing 5 movies out of the gate, I was like, that is a lot for 1 book. Let's of course begin with my positives, and that is James Newton Howard's score. The music in this movie is really good, and when we do hear John Williams' old score, it got me very giddied up. Seeing Hogwarts the castle and the camera going through the castle and hearing that original Harry Potter score from John Williams, it made me smile. Seeing it on the big screen like that, seeing new footage like that, I mean, just being in the castle, those little moments of nostalgia really hit home with me. And seeing Jude Law as Dumbledore, I love him. I think he is the most well-developed character. I mean, heck, the movie's called Secrets of Dumbledore. I'm hoping we get some great development as him, and we do. He is very much a supporting role in this movie, even though this movie doesn't really have a main character, which we'll get to in a minute, but for Dumbledore as a character, you get to learn more about him, you get to learn more about his character, what he's gone through in the past, what he's dealing with now with Grindelwald, and how he can't help, but he's doing everything he can to help Grindelwald not destroy the entire world. So as a character, Dumbledore is by far the best character in this movie. Now, David Yates does return as director for like the 7th time in this world, and you know what? He knows this world. He really does know this world, and he makes a great looking movie. All the CGI looks really, really good, and I give it up to him. Whenever there's a wizarding battle scenes, I've said it since Order of the Phoenix, he knows how to do wizarding battle scenes, and they're just exciting and fun to watch, and I want to like do it. I want to be in a wizarding wand battle. It's just so cool if you ask me, and the stuff that we do get in this movie, which is very minimal, I think it's really nice to look at, and it's very cool. Like, honestly, it's just really cool. And again, I like the beasts that we do get, even though it's not really a lot of beasts in this movie. I just think every time we get to see Newt's little animals and stuff, and a new animal we get to meet in this movie that's very important to this plot line, I loved all of the animals, and I sat there just saying, I love this magical world. Besides that, though, honestly, this movie felt very just wasteful, if you ask me. Like, all these actors in this movie are doing a good job. Like, honestly, Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, that first movie, I've always liked him. And the second movie, it felt less like his franchise, and in this movie, I can't even tell you this is his franchise anymore. Like I said, Eddie Redmayne fits the role, but this movie has so much going on, different little subplot lines, different characters in different places, seeing different moments throughout this entire movie. There is no main lead. What was the best thing about the Harry Potter franchise was our main 3. Harry, Hermione, and Ron. You had our 3 together throughout this entire movie franchise. So far for these 3 movies, there is not those integral characters. Like, I really don't care about Newt Scamander anymore. I don't care about his brother. These allies that they create in this movie, this little group for Dumbledore, I never felt like a fellowship. I never felt that. Like, Jacob, the character, he's probably the most interesting after the events of the last movie with what he's dealing with. I like that plot line, but there's not enough of that. And all the other plot lines you get with politics and the wizards and all this like animal trying to decide a very, very important thing at the very end of this movie was so uninteresting, and I sat there bored, and that is the most disappointing thing in the wizarding world. I'm sitting there watching wizards talk about politics. I understand it's integral to the plot and all this kind of stuff, but by the end of this movie, when the credits started, I was like, So what did we accomplish here in a third movie out of 5? What are we building to? What is it that we're trying to get to? I understand Grindelwald is a very big baddie villain out there in the world, and what he's doing with this whole, like, trying to go for mayor crap and all these politics, and I was just like, I'm not intrigued. There's no Voldemort presence. There's none of that in this movie. I just sat there watching magical, cool CGI with cool music. That's what it felt like to me. There was nothing that kept me on the edge of my seat. I was sitting there bored. Now let's talk about the big thing. Obviously, Mads Mikkelsen is replacing Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, and I will just go ahead and say it, and I will probably be wrong to a lot of people, and that is totally okay. Mads Mikkelsen is a great actor. He's a very good actor. He is good in this movie. I liked him as Grindelwald. I do not think he was better than Johnny Depp. That is just me. I think even though Johnny Depp only had 2 movies, only 1 movie, I felt a more disturbing presence in The Crimes of Grindelwald as Grindelwald from Johnny Depp than I did in this movie. I did not feel an evil presence. He does evil actions in this movie that makes me dislike him, but I never felt that dark, brooding presence that Johnny Depp gave. And I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me, and I understand that. Again, Mads Mikkelsen is a good actor, but by the end of this movie, I walked out and my parents agree with me. Johnny Depp was way better. Overall, I will say if you are a big Harry Potter fan or a big Fantastic Beasts fan, I would say go see it just for the integralness of the characters and the story and Hogwarts, stuff like that, which obviously the advertisement is advertising the crap out of Hogwarts, which it's in the movie for less than 10 minutes, so do not be excited for that. It's almost a 2.5-hour movie, and that stuff is like minimal in this movie. But again, I was just bored. The characters don't do it for me anymore. I don't know if Newt Scamander is the main character. I really don't. By the end of this movie, I was like, where are we going next? And I just saw that like the studio is waiting to see how this movie does, if they want to greenlight the 4th one or 5th one. And there's a chance this might be the last time we see a movie in the wizarding world for a while. And that makes me sad. But if you're going to give me this kind of product, just end it now and end its suffering. I'm going to give The Secrets of Dumbledore a C. Really good CGI, really good music, really just enjoyable magical moments, but all of that does not live up to a plot of a movie, characters, like great moments in movies. It just never hit me by the end of it. And can we just go ahead and get rid of Ezra Miller? Like, honestly, like he wasn't even good in this movie if you ask me. His character is so blah, and after the sequel I was like, what are they gonna do with him? And they did something with him. I was like, at least they did that, but like he wasn't even good in this movie. He was so just blah. It was a plot line I didn't care about. Anyway guys, enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye everyone.